In our channel we talk a lot about free-to-play PC games but very rarely talk about any mobile games. So today I'm going to change our content a little bit and talk about a free-to-play mobile first-person shooter, and it is a game called Frontline 1942. Right now the game is only available on Android on Play Store, but the game is going to be released on iOS as well as on PC on Steam, so definitely exciting. Anyway, so today I'm going to do a quick review and share my honest opinion about the game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, Frontline 1942 is a pretty new free-to-play multiplayer online first-person shooter available on Android, and it was developed and published by a group called X-Devs. Bit of a backstory guys, and this is not a sponsored video or anything like that, but they did reach out to me and asked me to check out the game. And you guys know I don't really play a lot of mobile games, but I did play the game and I had a fun time, so I thought it's fun to make this video. Anyway, it's a very simple and casual multiplayer first-person shooter representing World War II with classic weapons, with pretty comprehensive customization and very simple game modes. The game was actually released earlier this year and right now it's only available on Android, but they mention in the future the game will be available on iOS, Mac as well as on PC on Steam. Alright, comparing with most of the other mobile games available right now, I would say this game has a pretty impressive graphics, especially a game that represents World War II. The character, the weapon models, the animation looks pretty fluid, and it's an online multiplayer shooter, which means you need to have your internet connection to play the game. And right now it only represent a single game mode, which is like a team deathmatch. You got your typical World War II factions, your allies and axis, and there are lots of different soldiers that you can unlock, as well as a pretty impressive arsenal of weapons with a lot of customizations to do. The game has two main in-game currencies, which is silver and gold, and whenever you finish up a match you will get your XP to level up your character, and you will get a certain amount of silver and gold. And silver is much more common and the gold is kind of their premium currency, and as a typical mobile game fashion you can buy both of these currencies using your real money. The definite highlight of this game for me is the customization. The weapon customization is pretty insane. You got access to vast range of classic weapons from World War II, and you can just play the game, level up and unlock them and upgrade them using the different currencies. And these will include assault rifles, machine guns as well as classic bolt action rifles, including classic Kar-98, Mosin, Springfield, which is pretty cool to have in a mobile game. The weapon customization overall is pretty impressive. There are tons of attachments you can unlock, including scope, muzzle type, magazine, different ammo types, and everything can be unlocked just by playing the game and using the in-game currency. But there is a bit of a grind to unlock these items, just like every other free-to-play game. And in the loadout section we will also get access to a secondary weapon and a melee weapon, and also a bunch of throwables like molotovs and different type of grenades. And there's also different medicinal type, pretty self-explanatory. And there is also adrenaline boosters, which is definitely helpful in the battlefield, which gives you certain perks like do more damage or absorb more damage for a limited time, so pretty cool to have and very useful. But my main downside with the game is the lack of game modes. Right now there's only single game mode, which is like a team deathmatch, and the match times are also pretty quick, only take you about 5 minutes to complete a match. So after playing few games you definitely get bored, so having only a single game mode is definitely not helpful. So I hope they add more game modes in the future, especially when they decide to release the game on PC. The map selection is pretty decent. I think there are like 3 or 4 maps in the game. They're like your typical World War II maps, and the graphics are pretty impressive, especially if you're playing on the higher settings. The game controls are also pretty decent. You can customize the layout to whatever you're liking, and also got your typical auto aim, auto shoot options as well. But you guys can see on my gameplay I'm super bad at playing touch control shooter games, but I know some of you guys have hundreds and hours of playing Call of Duty on mobile, and you guys are pretty genius when it comes to touch control shooters. I'm super bad at it, so having these auto aim or auto shoot options are pretty helpful for me at least. Overall it's a super cool and very casual first-person shooter on mobile, so definitely give it a try when you have a free time. It's completely free. The customization overall is really impressive. The graphics are also pretty decent and the gameplay is fun. But with the PC version coming in the near future, I hope they add more game modes and new features into the game, otherwise the game is going to be super boring. Anyway, if you like playing first-person shooter mobile games, definitely give it a try, and also let me know down below what you think about the game. I will leave you guys with some gameplay and I will catch you guys in my next video. Stay safe.